Well guys, this is it. It's slippery. I don't know how much you can see, but it is really, really slick out here. So, let's go fire up the car and see how she does. Do a quick battery change, but we are back. So the driveway is step one. Let's clean the window here. Alright. It is slippery. It is uphill. I'm going to put it on snow and ice mode. I'm a little nervous about this, guys. Oh, we spun a little bit. Yep, we spun. There we go. Hey! That was unbelievable. Holy smokes. It's minus 3 degrees out. That's getting, I think, just below 30. And we made it. So today's adventure, we are going to go down and look at some mics. And hopefully fix some of these audio problems we've been having. And potentially even just stress test this car a little bit further. I live in an area of really noopsy people, and if even 5 snowflakes come down in visible sight, people start swerving their cars off the road and lose control. So we will see how this goes. So far it's good. I mean, that driveway is slippery. I think everybody spun that left today, so good stuff. I am continuously convinced these are an all-season compound and not a summer-only compound like is predicted. I did get my first quote on winter tires. Oh my god. So my goal was to go down to 18s and narrow them up. I called the dealership I bought the car from. They talked to their parts guy to see what they think I can do with the car, and they come back with me with a quote for $4,000. They said you can't put anything smaller than 20s, they have to be really wide because it's a performance car, and yada 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 yada, blah 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 blah. For me to put just winter tires on these rims is $3,000 on its own, and I just that number pains me. Like right now, as I'm coming into this and I'm kind of brake testing at minus 3, I mean, she's good. She's damn good. This lady beside me on the cell phone's definitely not good. She doesn't seem to know that you're not supposed to be on your cell phone. Should I put the window down and yell at her? That is the question of the day. So this car heats up really quickly, which makes me quite happy. The roads are really clean as well. We are snow squall warnings, but I don't know. They warn about a lot of things and nothing ever really happens. So we will make our way down to the camera store and see what we can find. I did look at Best Buy. They had 2 options. One of which was the lavalier pin, so, you know, I'm not saying I won't go that route, because it would work well, but I'm kind of wondering what the shotgun mic's going to do as well. I'm wondering how versatile I can make it, because as much as I want it just for me sitting here talking to you guys, I also want it for the exhaust sound. I want the cold starts, and I want some revving clips and that with really good audio. I feel like nothing I really have does it all that much justice. So the quest continues. I'll catch up with you guys when we get to the camera store, and hopefully I can figure something out. Take care, guys. There was a brake test. That was excellent. So this hill here that we're going through, it's not crazy, but I went through here once when I was probably driving a year or two. It was the winter. I had my front wheel drive Pontiac Grand Am, and there was an old couple in a Buick, a rear wheel drive Buick, sitting at the bottom, like right here, spinning. And I was like, whoa, who the hell drives rear wheel drive cars in Canada? Like, I guess at the time I just thought you owned an SUV with four-wheel drive or you had a front-wheel drive car. There was like nothing in between. And what really changed my whole viewpoint was when a coworker bought a Cadillac CTS, a 2006. And that really broadened my horizon as to what rear wheel drives were on the road. I thought they were nothing. Like, there's just nobody does it. Your front wheel drive, all wheel drive, or four wheel drive, nothing really in between. I know there's the odd pickup truck that's rear wheel drive only, some of the really stripped down base models, but I just didn't think it actually existed in Canada. I mean, we get snow. What kind of a crazy person doesn't come prepared for that? And then when I found out that this huge portion of vehicles is rear wheel drive, I was like, damn, like, maybe you could survive in that. And then I got talking to my dad about it, because he grew up in the basically 70s into the 80s, and he had a Cutlass, an Oldsmobile Cutlass. He had a bunch of cars like that were all rear wheel drive. He had somewhat performance tires on it, summer only tires, and he drove those things all year. And I was like, so wait, you're telling me with no traction control, no nothing, you were driving these just awful handling vehicles that you built in the backyard on tires that didn't even handle good in the heat? Maybe it made the percentage of the maybe get bigger. I could handle owning a rear wheel drive car in the winter. Now, the driveway thing you seen back there might seem totally whatever, but that's step one. If you've got a hill on the front of your driveway and you can't make it out, and I mean, I watched my brother with his S10 pickup rear wheel drive spin from the top all the way to the bottom. So it's by no means a slouch for a driveway, and I've seen a number of people struggle with it. So if this car can make it out with these tires on it, then something bigger is going on that nobody's talking about. And that is what I am finding out. Welcome back. I have had limited success with finding myself a mic. I did buy one, but nobody carries the adapter. Of course not. Holy shit, son. This car is fucking grabby. Minus my French, which wasn't even French. And if you're French, you know it wasn't French. Just an incredible beast of a car. I must say, it is pretty icy out. And this isn't too uncommon as to most of the weather conditions and or road conditions all season. And yet, I seem to be doing pretty freaking well. As you can see there by my attempt at a bit of a spin. That was with traction control off. I mean, it still just bit in pretty freaking good. Impressed to all hell with this car. Every time I talk about the winter tires, my dad tells me to just drive the bitch. And that is exactly how he says it. And to be honest, guys, I think, unfortunately, I'm going to end up just driving the bitch. I'm actually a little bit nervous about it, but I mean, we're -3 right now and this car is doing great. I've done all speed limits +5 without any issues, locking it up when it seemed a little bit dicey. I mean, I had winter tires on my last car. I'm not going to say they weren't great, but I don't know. I mean, I can't say that it performed any better than this does, and that was a 4-wheel drive SUV. Now, when it comes to the deep stuff, when it was exceptionally deep and I had to get through 1.5 feet of powder, yeah, it went through it no problem. And I don't think this car is going to just be a powder eater, but we'll see. I'm gonna give her a go. Oh my god, I bumped my head with my mirror on my mirror here in the middle, and now I can't see anything. I must say, this car, as far as heat, I forgot to turn my heated seats back on, is just top notch. Looks like somebody's broken down. Not a good night for that one. It's pretty top notch. It's just toasty in here with the heated wheel and the heated seats, and the heat in this car works really, really well. Just all around really pleased, really impressed. Did that experimental donut for science, of course, back in that parking lot. I just want to know how grabby it is when you get that hard packed snow from the cars, and that parking lot there, it's obviously been salted, but it's right across a field, so the breeze going across is wicked strong, so it gets quite slick, and it was pretty slippery walking in and out of the store. So I mean, we'll see. We will see. So I did get the Rode micro mic or something. I got to do some finagling to get it all set up. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use it yet, because it's designed for camcorders and it's got the hot shoe mount. But I don't know. It was a pretty good price, and I feel like you get a lot more mic for the dollar than some of the other $50 options or whatever. I spent $80 on the Rode mic. I don't know. I'm just getting tired of editing these videos and hearing my own audio levels and just scratching my head, being like, man, I gotta fix this. So we're gonna get it looked after. I'm gonna go get some gas, because I'm getting to the point this thing is gonna start beeping at me. No, I'm not even close. But I mean, the fuel economy of this tank's been okay, kind of low. I've been kind of a hooligan though. It's one of those things, I really aim to be good, and then I just get in these fun scenarios and I'm like, yeah, and I accidentally just tromped it. But, you know, it happens. Sometimes you're out and about, you just got to go full ham on it, you know what I'm saying? So, until next time, thanks for tagging along. Have a great day. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tons of videos coming. Next year is going to be a really big year. It'll be pretty exciting, and I'm really excited about it. Lots of fun stuff to come. So take care, everybody.